Hey guys, this is Matt from McWater's Effect, and I'm going to be talking about Doug Mastriano in Pennsylvania and why the subpoenas haven't been released to the three counties he wants to do a forensic investigation at. And this is an interview he's done with Steve Bannon explaining what's going on and what kind of obstruction he's getting from the Rhino Republicans, people like Senator Corman, and Senator Ward in Pennsylvania, that is really getting in the way of him being able to do this. I mean, there's so much in the way. They're talking about taking away his committeeship because they say he's not serving the people of Pennsylvania. Now, guys, I want you to check out this video. I'm not going to have any response afterwards because I think the video speaks for itself with what's going on in PA. So after you watch the video, just comment at the bottom, let me know what you think. And don't forget, hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.
After serving your country, right, in some of those dangerous places in the world, you've come back and now you're serving your country again in political office. And sometimes it's hard to tell, I know, which sometimes is rougher. This committee, talk to us about where we stand. Everybody wants to know, where are we on the full forensic audit of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Steve, for this chance to lay it out there. Yeah, so you're right. After 30 years of active duty, I retired, never wanted to run for office, wanted to be a publisher, did that most of my whole life. You know, I had the nice job lined up to ride off to the sunset, but I was really heartbroken that the country was in pretty bad shape. So I figured I'd try to make a difference in office, and it's been aggravating and frustrating, to say the least. So, okay, where we are in this audit here, I'm hearing from a lot of people, where are the subpoenas? I'll tell you what's going on straight up. And it does my heart no good to have to do this, but I've been boxed in by Senate leadership in Pennsylvania. And just as an aside, I did see a discussion yesterday about the Republican leader in Pennsylvania, Lawrence Davis. He's got nothing to do with this. He supports the audit, but he has no say in this whole thing. It's a Pennsylvania Republican Senate initiative. So on the 7th of July, 6 weeks ago, I sent a letter as a chairperson of a standing committee, the Intergovernmental Operations Committee, to three counties, asking for them to willingly submit to a forensic investigation. They had until the 31st of July to comply. And obviously the counties wanted a subpoena. That's no problem. I think if I was a county commissioner, I'd want a subpoena as well. That's fine. Give them a legal coverage. Okay, so next step then was a voting session in person in Harrisburg of my committee. We had planned on sunshining. There's a law in Pennsylvania, a good law, that any meetings have to be sunshined 24 hours before the meeting. And we had reserved a hearing room in the capital of Harrisburg where it would be broadcast, where it's done legally. And then we had planned on sunshining the meeting with the committee on the 5th of August and then conducting a vote on the subpoenas on the 6th of August. Everything was lined up, looking good. Everything was on time. We had been working with the Senate leadership on a lot of the questions on our approach, hundreds of hours invested in briefings and presentations to the leadership. There's a lot of questions still. Arizona had led the way, but there's still a lot of issues, and so we're working through some various issues, no problem. But there should be no reason to stop the subpoenas. And as we're about to sunshine this, suddenly I start getting calls from the members of my committee that they received a call from Senator Jake Corman that the voting session of the committee was canceled. Never bothered to tell me about it. As the leader of the Senate, I would have had no problem had he called me up and said, Doug, I got a lot of problems here. Let's stop, let's wait. Didn't have the courtesy to call me up. So called the Republican members, told them it was off. And then they took away the hearing room for the voting session committee, because obviously the leadership in Harrisburg, they run the schedules on those rooms and basically locked me out of those rooms. That's hyperbole there. They took away my reservations. So I couldn't even conduct a voting session if I wanted to. If I wanted to go ahead, regardless of what the Senate leader told my members, that was just physically taken off the table. Okay, so this is dragging on. What's the problem? Well, we have more questions. All right, so lots and lots of discussions with the Senate leadership staff, and then with the leaders, Senator Kim Ward and Senator Jake Corman. And then 6 weeks on, working in good faith with them, I'm no closer to having a voting session of my hearing than I was 6 weeks ago. And so that's why I need the people of Pennsylvania to know what's going on. Jesus said in the Gospel of John, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." And so I believe it's important that we all need to know the kind of games that go on in Harrisburg. I find it disgraceful that they would do this to a senator elected with about 70% of the vote in his district here. I mean, that's irrelevant. Any senator, that the unprecedented move of taking away a hearing session and then behind his back telling the members that the vote was off. And that this could happen in Pennsylvania, any senator is reprehensible. And that I've look, this is not posturing or anything. This is simple facts here. We need to get the darn forensic investigation done. And kicking this down the road and finding another excuse to delay it, it's just a waste of time. And I share the outrage of people of Pennsylvania that this is just taking too darn long.